brand new cars. Now let's sit down.
Wait, aren't you copying Mr. B?
Last one to leave wins 2 brand new cars.
This will be easy.
Oh, dang it.
Well, looks like you lost the challenge. Here's 10K.
Wait, isn't this Monopoly?
Let's continue on with the challenge. Okay, open your eyes.
Oh my god, they're actually real!
Oh wait, no, not these cars. Here, let's go to the real parking spot. Okay, now you can open up your eyes.
Seriously?
I never told you that they were real cars.
Give me my money!
You're taking
Hi, I'm Brady, and I'm here with Homecoming. Homecoming is October 1st. It got delayed this year because of COVID. There will be many fun things leading up to the game. One thing is Dress Up Week, which includes USA Day on Monday, Decades Day on Tuesday, Christmas on Wednesday, Sports on Thursday, and Zebra Spirit Day on Friday. They will have a parade before the game, and they also pick a Homecoming King and Queen. The Homecoming King and Queen will be picked through a vote at the game. This game will be against Northfield. The parade will start at 6, and the game starts at 7. Here's an interview by Ethan Holloway with Aaron Svengo about Homecoming.
Aaron, your first question is, what does it mean to play of the night of homecoming?
It means a lot to me because it's a very fun night. It's a very big night. A lot of people at the game, and just to be able to play in front of that crowd, it's a good experience for me and just the team. I feel like, and it's a very fun night for us.
Yeah. What is your favorite part about the week of homecoming?
My favorite part would have to be just the whole week in general. It's usually a fun week for everybody at the school. They usually do dress-up days. Sometimes there's fun things, but it's just a very fun week of school. And then, of course, the game on Friday to end the whole week is always just fun for everybody, I feel like.
Yeah. And last but not least, what is your favorite part about playing in front of the student section?
My favorite part is just, it's really fun just be able to play in front of the student section. Everybody, loves the game of football. It sounds like, they're always loud cheering for us, and they didn't really get to do that last year that much. But, with us winning this year, it's really fun. There's a lot of kids there all the time. So it's always a fun night at the student section.
Thank you, Ethan and Aaron. From ZBN, I'm Brady.
Ever wondered how to go through a door?
No, I already.
Well, I'm going to show you how.
This is the wild Elijah sleeping on the floor like he does in the wild. He does this 85% of the day.
Wake up!
I'm Curtis, and today I'm covering Hurricane Ida. Ida is a Category 4 hurricane that hit the Louisiana area. After Katrina happened, people in Louisiana became more prepared for hurricanes. Hurricane Ida has caused $10 billion in damages. Ida made landfall around noon on August 29, 2021 at Port Fortune. Landfall is when a tropical storm center reaches land. Ida first hit southern Louisiana and pushed up through the northeast. Around 82 deaths have been caused by Ida. There was a lot of flash flooding throughout the northeast. Right now, Ida is headed away from America to the Atlantic Ocean. I'm Curtis Smith.
Behind the scenes. I'm going to walk through and show you what we do and have here in ZBN. This is the green screen. We haven't really used it much, but when we do, we'll be using it a lot. This is the editing room, where we edit the videos to ZBN.
This is the mini 4K camera that we use for interviews, stuff like that. It's pretty small, so we have the tripod. It's over by Wilson though. This is the soundproof walls. We use it to stop the echo. Then moving on to the lights. These help add a warm or cool glow on when we're doing the intros. Then moving on with Wilson's desk. No one's allowed over here unless you're actually asked to be over here. This is where we talk about the plans and stuff. Like, we write everything down. This is the TV where we watch our ZBN episodes on every Friday.
That was behind the scenes from Blake and Hope from Lily with ZBN.
Hello, I am Damien, and today we will be interviewing Mrs. Piercy about the upcoming play. The play is about the Radium Girls. The Radium Girls were part of a watchmaking company using radium paint on watches, causing them to get poisoned with radiation. On to you, Damien, with Mrs. Piercy.
Damien. Anyway, on to the questions. Why did you choose the Radium Girls as RHS's next play?
Well, one of the reasons I chose it is that the casting is very flexible. It can be as many as 36 parts, or with doubling it can be done with as few as 9 people. So that offers a lot of opportunity within our program to include as many that are interested, or as others, quit or drop out. It offers us to be able to keep the production going through doubling those parts.
What do you think the most difficult part of the play will be?
One of the most difficult parts is that this story is based on real people. And what these women went through is just horrifying. They were painting these dials with this radium-based paint, and they were specifically told, dip, lip, and paint. Yeah. And so every time they're putting that radium in their mouth to the point where
radiation poisoning really sets in.
Yes, but if you read Radium Girls by Kate Moore, the book that the play is kind of based off of, there's a part where one of the girls even, they're seeing the dentist, because of course it starts for them in their mouth because of the lip pointing. And at one point the dentist is able to, not in surgery, just with his bare hands, just lift the girl's jawbone out of her mouth. So it is really horrifying stuff. It is going to be very challenging to do it justice, and to have the emotions that need to go with it.
Fake dentures. What are you most excited about?
Well, I just found out today that we are going to be able to compete at regionals. So International Thespian Society, we are part of the Indiana chapter, Troop 8895, and we will be able to compete with a more, a shorter version of the show we're already working on. And so we'll be able to compete if we score in the top 3 of the 7 schools that are competing at our regional, then we get to go on to compete at state. So And this will be the first year that RHS is competing, at least in the time that I've been here.
On to you, Damien, the outro. The play is scheduled to occur November 12th and 13th. If you'd like to know information, please contact the email below. This has been Damien and his clone with ZBN.
Hi, I'm Lily and I'm here with sports. The 8th grade football team has finally had a few games that weren't canceled. The game on the 31st was moved to the 9th, which they won by a score of 30-8. Yet sadly, the game on the 14th was moved yet again to the 16th. They won that game with scores of 14-0. They had another game against Valley the 21st, and they won that with scores of 8-0. So far, a good season for the team. The cross-country club has been really busy this season. The club had multiple invites on the 4th, 7th, 11th, and 16th. The last meet they had was on the 21st at home. The individual scores for the 16th are Hayden Shuck, 9th place, Alexa Lau, 9th place, Allison Calloway, 6th place, Brooklyn Chandler, 7th place, and Katie Bradley, 2nd place. They have another meet tomorrow on the 25th against Culver. The meet starts at 9 a.m. Wish the cross-country runners luck. Then moving on with the 8th grade girls volleyball team. The team had multiple matches in the past few weeks. They had a ton of competitions this season. Those dates were the 7th, 9th, 13th, 15th, 16th, and finally Monday the 20th. The girls play tomorrow against Southwood at 9 a.m. We wish you guys luck on this year's season. The 8th grade tennis team had multiple matches on August 24th and September 13th and 14th. The latest match was on the 20th. They fought hard. Here's what Coach Jake Nye and players Carter Meredith and Ashton Musselman have to say about tennis. I'm Lily Gerald. I'm here with Coach Nye for tennis. How long have you been coaching tennis?
This would be my first year coaching tennis, especially at the middle school level. Mrs. Dunwoody was the one that reached out to me and asked, and I said I would volunteer and help out because I would love to learn more about the sport.
Who's your best player?
That's a tough question. So can I give a boy and a girl?
Yeah, do that.
So I think Olivia Bailey, for sure, is one of our better players. And with the boys, it's a hard toss-up between, with our 8th graders, you have Harrison, you have Carter, and you have Muss, who are the 3 8th graders I think have improved a lot throughout the season.
Who's your favorite player?
Favorite player? I have to think about that. Let me think real quick. Favorite player? I'm gonna say Harrison because I like how he's goofy and I love how he actually takes it seriously when it comes to tennis time. It's very important.
And why did you decide to start coaching? Just in general, why did you start coaching?
So my last year, Mr. Bailey was one that reached out to me about helping for basketball, and I give him a lot of the credit for helping me out to start coaching because that's where I wanted to be and that's what I wanted to do. So I give credit to him.
I'm with Carter Meredith now. Why did you start playing tennis?
It was just a fun getaway, I guess, and I had some upperclassmen and some friends that, reached out to me, and so I took the opportunity.
Who's the best player of the 8th grade?
Definitely Harrison Dunwoody.
Who's the worst player?
Brady Gamble.
Who's your favorite coach?
Coach Nye.
And who's the better coach between Dunwoody and Nye?
Coach Nye.
Thank you, Carter. Why did you start playing tennis?
I started playing tennis because, it was, a getaway, and some of my friends, like Tanner Reinhardt, helped me and invited me to play tennis with them.
Who's the best player on your team?
I'm going to go with Harrison Dunwoody, too.
Who's the worst player?
I'm going to go with Hunter Camp. Yeah.
Who's your favorite coach?
Nye, Coach Nye.
Who's the better coach?
Mr. Bailey.
Thank you, Carter, Ashton, and Coach Nye. Their last competitions are on the 27th. That's all we have in fall sports. From Lily, with ZBN.
Hello, today we're going to be making the most amazing chocolate chip cookies. The secret ingredient in these cookies is brown butter. It gives the cookies an amazing kind of nutty flavour. It is exquisite. I've made this recipe for a while now and I've decided to share it with you. So the first step is we're going to brown 2 sticks of butter in a medium saucepan. Let that melt. You see, the butter is starting to brown, and that is what gives it that intense dark flavor that I absolutely love in cookies. So, I'm going to pour it all from this bowl. Make sure you get all of the brown bits. Now that you have all your butter, you're going to need to let it sit down on the counter for at least 15 to 20 minutes. You can speed chill it in the fridge for less time, but beware, it can start to harden. Once your butter has cooled enough, you need to dump in 1.5 cups of dark brown sugar and a 1/4 cup of regular sugar. Then you dump in your melted butter. Cut. Once all your mixture is in, you need to cream it together with a hand mixer. Next, you're going to add 1 egg and 1 additional egg yolk into the mix. Then, 1 tablespoon of sour cream or creme fraiche. This gives it a lighter color. And 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. So, you mix it all together. Now, you're going to need 2 1/4 of a cup of flour. Then 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. Then, you're going to mix it up. Now that it's mixed all together, you're going to sift in about half of your flour mixture. Then the other half. Once sifted, mix your flour ingredients together. So now I'm going to add about a cup of milk chocolate chips and about 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Then mix it. Then you need to chill your dough for at least 30 minutes. This helps the cookies stop from spreading that much in the oven because of the melted butter. Once your dough is chilled, you're going to want to have a pan and line it up with parchment paper. You're going to want to shape the balls in about ping pong ball size. Then set it down on the parchment. Once you have all your cookies spread out across your baking sheets, you're going to need to throw into your oven. Now, you're going to need to put your cookies into the oven. For roughly 10 minutes. Once your cookies are out of the oven, you need to let them rest for about 10 minutes. Once they've cooled off, they are firm enough to pick up and eat. And that's how you make the most amazing brown butter chocolate chip cookies. Remember to serve with milk and enjoy.